Good morning, first graders. It is great to see you. It's Mrs. Belatash, and I'm here to talk to you about the planets. And today we're going to talk about the 4 inner planets. When we look at the solar system, Sol means sun, so it's a sun system. And the sun is our closest star, and it is 93 million miles away. Okay, so that's the sun. And then we have 4 planets that are kind of close together, and they are called the inner planets or the rocky planets. And then we have 4 planets that are farther away from the sun, and we call them the outer planets or the gas giants. Okay, so today we're going to talk about just the 4 inner planets, okay? Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. And right now I have them all in a line, but boys and girls, they are never in a direct line. It's just not the way it happens. It's just easier to see them when they're that way. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, and they orbit the sun. Just like that. Okay, so these 4 inner planets. So let's talk just a little bit about these 4 planets, okay? So first of all 4 of these planets are rocky. We can stand on top of them. That's not the case for the outer planets. Mercury has no atmosphere. It has no air outside of the surface. So if you go to Mercury, the sky is black even in the middle of the day because there's no atmosphere to absorb the light. The sky is black. Mercury looks kind of like the moon. It's got craters on it because it doesn't have any atmosphere in order for the meteors to burn up and look like a shooting star in the sky. Mercury, on one side it faces the sun and it's very hot. On the other side it faces away and it's very cold. So even though Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, it's not that hot. The next planet is Venus. Venus is the hottest planet in our solar system. It's about 900 degrees. So that's like twice as hot as you would cook a pizza in a pizza oven. It is covered with very thick gases, which makes it have like a super strong greenhouse gas effect. It's so toxic. We could never live on Venus. But Venus is almost the same size as Earth. And so a lot of times they call it our sister planet. Mercury, Venus, Earth. Okay, Earth, that's where we live, right? We love planet Earth. It's my favorite planet because it's my home. Earth is the 3rd planet from the sun. It's also a rocky planet. And we say that it is in the Goldilocks zone. You know the story of Goldilocks? A little girl, she's going through the forest and she finds a little hut and she finds 3 bowls of porridge and one is too hot and one is too cold and one is just right. So that little girl is Goldilocks. And when it's just right, it's a perfect place for life. And Earth has the perfect environment for life. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's just right. It's in the Goldilocks zone. The 4th planet is Mars. Mars is a red planet because it has a lot of iron in its rocks. And when iron rusts, it turns red. So here's Mars. It's a little smaller than Earth. Also, it is a little colder because it's farther away from the sun. Okay, so I have this, and boys and girls, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to read part of this book, There's No Place Like Space, which is a Dr. Seuss book, and it's about the solar system. And I'm going to read the first part of this book. I'm the Cat in the Hat, and we're off to have fun. We'll visit the planets, the stars, and the sun. There's no place like space. I will prove it to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Oh, well, that's usually the Cat in the Hat strategy, right? Your mother won't mind if I do. Jump in, here we go. We will fly up so high. We can dance on the moon and play games in the sky. We will swing past the stars, and in case you have missed them, you'll soon see Let's see. We're going to find something that rhymes with mistum. What do you think? You'll see the planets in our solar system. There are 9 of these planets that circle the sun, and soon you'll be able to name every one. Now, this book is a little old because now we don't call Pluto a planet anymore. We call it a dwarf planet. Okay, here's the first one. Mercury is close to the sun's burning light. It's hot in the daytime, but freezing at night. And you can see that Mercury is covered with craters. Yeah, very hot when it faces the sun and very cold in the shade. Remember, night is just a big shadow. On Venus, the weather is always the same, hot, dry, and windy with no chance of rain. Can you guess the next planet? Well, here is a clue. It is my home and home to thing 1 and thing 2. You have been living on it every day since your birth. It's the 3rd from the sun. It's our planet, Earth, right? But here's Venus, covered in hot, hot gases. So it's our planet, Earth. Yay! It spins all the time, round and round like a top. It turns once every day, and it never will stop. This question had thing 1 and thing 2 in a tizzy. If the Earth's always spinning, why don't we feel dizzy? Well, we don't feel the Earth as it spins on its way because we're spinning right on with it right now every day. So boys and girls, when you're in the car with your parents and you're driving somewhere, when the car starts, you can feel the car start to move. But after a while, it kind of feels like the car's not moving anymore. But when you stop, you can feel it move. It stopped. Because we are on the Earth and we're with it since it's been spinning from the very beginning, we don't feel the motion, but it's moving. Next, we have Mars. It's the color of rust. We sneeze here because it is covered with dust. It's got a fine red dust. Okay, so boys and girls, the rest of the book we're going to read when we talk about the outer planets, okay? I like reading this book with you, and I'm very excited about learning about the solar system with you. The sun and the 4 inner planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Okay, so next week, we're gonna learn more about the outer planets in the solar system. All right, boys and girls, see you soon. Bye. Okay, so boys and girls, what I'd like you to do next is to get your solar system book. Here's mine, The Solar System by Mrs. B. And the first page was all about the sun. The second page is supposed to be all about day and night. And I didn't do that, I don't think. Did I do my day and night picture? Yes, I did. Why do we have day and night? And the next page, the next 2 pages, we are going to do something super fun. We are going to pretend that we have visited 2 planets and we're going to write a postcard. Okay, so I'm going to show you my postcard from Mercury. Dear Zach, I am writing to you from Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. I have to use my spacesuit and air tank because Mercury doesn't have any air. It is covered with craters because meteors crashed into the surface. I think I prefer to live on Earth where I can breathe the air. See you soon, Mom. So I pretended that I was writing a postcard after visiting Mercury. I wrote another postcard from visiting Mars. Dear Zach, I just left Mars and I am covered in red dust. Mars is the 4th planet from the sun. It is the last planet in the inner planets. All the inner planets are rocky planets. I am headed to the other planets, which are all made of gas. See you soon, Mom. All right, so boys and girls, what I want you to do is I want you to write 2 postcards. Pretend that you went and visited 2 of the inner planets in the solar system. Mercury, Venus, Earth, or Mars. Write a postcard as if you were there and you want to tell people at least 2 facts about those planets.
All right, Cougars, I can't wait to see what you're going to write. Bye.